Okay, we're back. There's two. I think one of them probably is not actually an ending. This is Vocab Hawk. We're playing whatever this game's called. So I have two ideas. Let me deny this person real quick. I need to leave. So I was thinking, what if I left the gate open and let everyone in? But then I remembered that the ghost lady comes up, and that wouldn't do anything because I would just get the ghost woman ending, no matter what. I thought about letting everyone in except the ghost lady, but I don't. That feels like a lot. Okay, I was gonna let a person hit me with their car. I want to see if this gives me an ending. Yes, it does. Okay, so we got that was one of the real endings, though. I thought that might just be the third one. So then the only other, because we only have so many buttons we can do, right? But the other ending was, or the other thing I think could give us an ending, is if we just tell everybody no. No matter what. Just say no. You can't come in. That's it. Because that's the only thing I really have control over. So we're just going to tell everybody no. So this should be faster. And so, as a matter of fact, I'll just stand over here. That'll save more time. And while we're doing that, I'll just rant about something. I could rant about Wizards of the Coast. That's what I ranted about in the Lost episodes that were Dead Letter Department. I went on a bit of a tirade about how WotC just has lost the gift. So yeah, we'll just stay here and go, sir. You need to leave. No one enters. But back up so you don't get run over. I just think I can. So I play D&D. I play Magic the Gathering. Anything else they own, I can't really speak for, but I can speak for what I think their issues are. But this is going to be a very boring episode, by the way. You've been warned. Off you go. Yeah, whatever, you do that. The only time we'll have to go back in the office is to tell the lady. I wonder if we can answer, I need to not get run over. Can we tell them to leave from this side? I've been walking around for nothing. Yep, that is correct. All right, now you know all the hacks. But I don't know. I think one thing I can start with D&D and then I can move over to Magic. I have plenty of ranting about both. I think one, and this also can tie into the other thing I like to bitch about, which is World of Warcraft. I think the thing WoW and WotC have done that has really screwed them up is treating it so much so like a game, and then in the name of, like, you know, air quotes, balance. I hope this is right, by the way, because if this isn't right, then this is going to just be, I'm going to have to delete this too, because it'll just been a waste of like 10 minutes. But, what was it? So, like, WoW did this thing where they've really worked. First of all, players these days, because you don't level up like in your starter zone, they made their own custom starting area. And then they did all this stuff to make everyone's experience the same. And the problem with that is, like, if you play a Tauren or an Orc, you don't really feel. They added the heritage armor, which is like one quest, but beyond that, whether you're a Tauren or a Blood Elf or whatever, they really want you to feel the exact same. And the only thing that'll change is your looks, which is also why everyone just plays the hot races in WoW, because it doesn't even feel like your other thing, or like, you're anything different, so you might as well be attractive, right? Like, if a Tauren and a Blood Elf feel the same, do you really want to be some like big ugly Blood Elf or some big ugly Tauren, or would you rather be just the hot blonde one? Here you go. And I think the new D&D has had that same problem where they're like, we want to address, racial intolerance or whatever. So things like orcs being evil, we're getting rid of that. And I think the problem, and I think I've talked about this in D&D, is the problem is people, okay, she has to go. So that. Yeah. All right, that'll get rid of her. What? Look at the sky. Sky looks fine. Oh no, that ain't good. Yeah, well, this is different. I don't know what's exploding, but it is. Alright, that's good then. So that was the other ending, because if it wasn't this, I was out of ideas. Ending 3, the Savior. Don't let a single soul enter Nova Nexus. Okay. I'll keep, because now we have a bonus type, right? Yes, stations. Stations. But I think it's just something to screw up, where if everything just feels like a human. Okay, so these are all the phones. He said he called Siren because Medusa couldn't answer. That's not what phones say. But I think WoW has that problem. I think the new edition or whatever they're calling it, okay, please keep your brain inside at all times. Oh, we've got teleportation. So one of these doors won't work. Ah, they pulled a everyone died. We've been diving deeper to the Medusa caves. The deeper you go, the more ice statues there appear to be. We found a variety of statues depicting people from different eras. Johnson believes some is from the Viking Age. Okay, so I guess it's like an SCP kind of thing, where each one's exploring some different phenomenon. Jessica and I have collected some samples of the ice statues. We have sent them to Cerberus for testing to see how it goes. Furthermore, we have done some other tests with the statues. For example, we have shone a light through them and discovered they are really just made from ice. The details are amazing. These ice sculptures are well crafted. None of us are sure how they are made or why they're here. I cannot go into the winter storm. I guess they want out of their vault. So how am I leaving? Is there a phone in here? Nope, we're in trouble. Entity detected. Okay. Can you go to Siren now? But it's sort of when you make nothing special. When you make, nothing is special. And so there's no point. And then the problem is they also don't really want to do like lore anymore for some reason. I know in WoW I've talked about the elf problem. I think D&D has it's the human problem, but it isn't the D&D human problem. It's the real world human problem where, okay, keep my brain inside, where the issue is that they just make everything different flavors of humans. And so then it's just sort of, I don't know, I'm very much in D&D, I'm a human hater. Old book. This book appears to be written in very old English. However, due to the damage and burns on the pages, the book is indecipherable. Symbols appear to be all over several of the pages as well, though this book has been floating in the ocean. When it was found, it shows no water damage. We believe that the gem on the spine appears to protect the book. The gem itself emits a white light that slowly gets dimmed and brighter. A request to extract the gem has been requested, but Siren has refused this request. So I guess Siren is the headquarters. Yeah, these guys are SCP. The strange device, which is located near the island of Blank, has been moved in this manner since it was found. Have been moving. Our scientists have tried to pull the top section away from the bottom, but it refuses to do so. The strange sound it emits seems to emanate from the crystal itself. We also have tried our best to pry open the panels from the bottom section, but nothing we do has seemed to manage to open it. The centerpiece has been classed as a dangerous section. Whatever is projecting into the crystal seems to have disintegrated. An employee's arm and blah blah blah. Okay. But I'm one of those guys that when I play D&D, I do not want to be a human. I don't really want to be an elf or a dwarf or any of that either. I usually want to be something kind of crazier because if I'm playing a fantasy game, I don't want to just be like myself. What's the point? What you got? This article piece appears to be called a video game that runs on a blank. Though the graphics are crude, we are in the process of retrieving the device that can play this article. This article piece, blah, 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 blah. The reason for the security sanction is that many of the names and information. So someone made this game. That's what's in there is this game. Metal hatched over the word quarantine. The metal appears to be bent to form a researcher, so this door was most likely impacted with an explosion of sorts. The way the metal door was built shows that it was built in our time period. I don't know if that's worth keeping, but who's to say?
Alert. Alert. Snapping imminent. I repeat. Snapping imminent. Please go to a designated safe zone as soon as possible.
Okay. So they put dudes in a pod. Hot rock.
Alert. Snapping imminent. I repeat. Snapping imminent. Please go to a designated safe zone as soon as possible.
Okay, I'm going. Oh. So it looks like they discovered teleporting, and some of these things they're finding are things that were teleported. Water, hand, fire point. Okay. So this guy's basically like SCP. Alright. That's all the bonus tapes, isn't that? Do we just maybe... Oh yeah, that's new. Can't move now, I can move. Oh, wait. With each death, your soul sinks further into the depths, itching towards the doorway to somewhere with great darkness. Long ago in the kingdom, something strange was discovered. An ancient device deep under the ground in the lands known as Alba. Many experiments were tried with this device, but the knowledge it held was not for this world. Blinded men and women activated the device. A bridge to the dead opened up, and inside that place, a bridge to somewhere darker. The lands fall ill to something dark. You, part of the royal guardsmen, must destroy the device. Save the kingdom before we all fall to the darkness and the world is ripped apart from the void. Oh. De Profundis. Well, I have no... Oh, I did not know I could zoom, although I remember now that that was in the directions. And I also have a flashlight. Lever. I hope my ability to verify license plates comes in handy. My child, these are dark times indeed. The relic has brought ill to this place. Death that comes to us all. I fear if you're reading this note, I have perished. You must destroy it before they arrive. Okay. I can't run. What did I do? You don't have to be rude. Once Renifer went into the relic room, something killed him. It closed the gates, and I did not have the courage to find all 4 levers to finish what we started. Okay. I'll try. Okay. Blood. So I'm looking for like 4 levers. They sit there for days. They claim what they saw and heard was wonderful, but I saw it. I will destroy it at all costs. I don't know what I'm looking. Oh, lever. All right, 1 lever down. Sorry, I just got a work text I was reading instead of paying attention to this video game. Triangle. Whatever it was made, it seems to have some sort of effect with the classified. Well, I hope there's a lever in here. There is. Is the spider on my face? Oh, I thought the goose. I thought the ghoul was gonna be there, if I'm being honest. Alright, he doesn't want what I'm selling. Oh. Sorry, I wasn't looking there. Okay, rude. It's like the wildest reason to have bravery. Just be like, well, I know there's not a sprint button, so if something was gonna chase me, I couldn't get away, so why worry about it? If you hadn't found that blasting, notice what happened. Your body's probably each experiment brings down to death. Oh, please forgive me, my love. Tansha. Tansha? Do you mean Tasha? What kind of name is Tansha? As I keep ranting about D&D, I think that's another problem with D&D is this isn't so much the orc thing, because I know a lot of people got mad about like the orc thing. Is it this door? Uh oh. I think I've been here. I think I've looped. Right? What was this way? Good thing I remembered I had the flashlight. That could have been rough. But, you know, like, the thing that... Okay, we've been by Mr. Silly Pants, so maybe it's this way. Maybe. Maybe not. This is the exit. I need 1 more lever. Oh, I thought that was a note. But this is a personal thing that irks me with the D&D developers, where they don't want anything bad in D&D, but it's like bad stuff happens in the real world, and we act like, why are we? I understand on one hand, like, it's your fantasy. If you don't want like whatever bad thing in it, that's your right. But to me, it just makes everything so unrealistic if there's nothing bad. Like, all right, 1 second. My throat is killing me. I've talked too much, but. And there's not a lever here? Okay. Shit. I guess follow the right wall. This might be it. No. No, we did that one. I need to find one more room. But it's just I don't know, I feel like we hit a time where everybody was so busy praising like shades of gray in villains and stuff, and now it's like you can never just have bad guys who are truly evil unless it's like the most baby thing in the world, and then they'll let you do it. Is it this door? No. Then we went in here. I pulled the lever back there. But I mean, sometimes bad guys need to just be evil for the sake of evil, or they just want power, or something very basic. It doesn't always have to be, well, like, I was wronged by the king, and you might think the king is good, but I know the truth, and he's not that good. And then there's like a whole to-do about, oh, it turns out the guy we all thought was good wasn't that great. We did this one, right? It's like over here in this cell. Yeah. So I need one more. So there's one more room I haven't hit. Isn't this Mr. Giggles? What room have I missed? Because this, wait a minute, isn't that 4 switches? I didn't see the one in here. We're good now. That might be a spooky thing. I kind of thought we'd hear the laughing guy die. It was right there. Just a big old chain, huh? Any notes? I guess it has been like oh, there's the wheel. I don't know if I was supposed to do anything about that. I am victorious. Everything blew up. Oh. Well, that's not super cool. I guess I'm going into this red circle. You good? Okay. Shouldn't have let him in. Alright, there's a portal. There's some boxes. I'll be right back with you, Portal. I'm just looking around. There's a car out there. That might be mine. Well, that was a waste of time, now wasn't it? I don't know, that's pretty much my rant for what I think D&D is doing wrong right now. And also kind of WoW. WoW has that problem where we haven't had a truly evil baddie. I mean, I guess they're all technically evil, but it's also we should forgive them. They can't. You have to do a lot of work now in WoW to be a truly irredeemable villain. It's like you were misguided. You were tricked by the actual evil, who will probably also forgive later. Okay, well, I guess we're not going that way. Parking lot leaves a little bit to be desired. Okay. Work with it and kill me. Forgive my selfishness. Please wait on one soul. It's not good for anyone. Please, please forgive me. So maybe I'm like Samantha's husband or something. Or wife. I guess I'm just leaving. I do kind of wish there was a sprint button. To the cold halls I call, but have never heard. The destination and the final calling, but the journey was flawed. One after the other, we pile upon each other and ourselves. Save those who look up to the stars, but never draw from them. Alright. Sadly, I think this is going to be one of those games where I more or less 100%ed it. So, I won't be able to tell you, shut up. It looks like the lit cars. If you're reading this note, mind your own business. Well, okay. First of all, somebody had a case of the conniptions here. There's a note there. I don't think that's supposed to be there. I think that's supposed to be here, because I can't reach that. We can try going the other way. But I can't. These cars are also tightly packed. Can I cut through this? Nope. Well, I never. Why would you do this? Why would you make me walk all the way around? I want to read that note, damn it. There was one there, but I want this one right here. I'm weightless now, but in my final moments I was crushed by the weight of the work around me. Each passing on my bones cracked, blah, blah, blah. The blood heating my blood. Now you are weightless. Moon. But, you know, maybe some people like it. But to me it feels just, I don't know, sterile. I really didn't like, oh, there's the guy by his car again. I didn't like in WoW, Dragonflight just as an expansion. Well, where do you want me to go? One of these cars mine? Is this my car? I need my ID. Maybe I was supposed to be checking these cars. Let's give him a nail. Are there people in all these cars? No. I'm getting lots of nails. But whose tires am I popping? Is there a baby crying in the real world, or is that the game? Okay, that's 3 nails. I guess we're dead. All these people are waiting to be dead. I don't know what I'm doing with a bunch of nails. Okay. I think I'm dead. Are these not notes? Guess they're not. Alright, I found a collectible at least. I'm guessing each one of those had a collectible. I don't know. Blood. That's the same. There's a note on this. There's no escape anywhere. Maybe that's what it'll be. You can go find all the collectibles. So go buy this game and support the creator. They knew. They knew I'd now have to look behind every building to see if there's a stamp of my booth. So obviously the grave is where I'm supposed to go, but did they shut the door on me? Oh, okay, we're good. Alright, whatever, let's go. Let's go take a dirt nap. Into the, and with each soul, you're way down, down deeper you go. Can't move. Cannot move. Oh. There we go, ending for a walk the rite of passage. It looks like that's the actual ending. That's gonna do it. So I hope you've enjoyed our little tour through Security Booth. Now there's Play and Play Ending 4. So that was pretty neat. This was only a couple bucks. I think it was without a doubt less than $5, and for less than $5, I'd say it was worth it. I played it for about maybe 2 hours. Maybe a little under 2 hours, but basically it was cheaper than a movie ticket, about as long as a movie. So I thought it was worth my time. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you with the next thing, whatever that's going to be. I have all these things downloaded, but I don't remember their names, and I won't remember them till I'm recording it. So see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.